Hey friends, it's me, Micah. This is the Homestead Bandwagon. Today I am reviewing a welding helmet. You can tell by looking at it that it's from the future. This is a space-aged welding helmet, one that's auto-darkening. I'm terrified of auto-darkening welding helmets. I've resisted them up until now. This will be the first time I've ever tried one. Basically, I thought, I'll just use a passive welding helmet, which is just a dark hole that you stare through to prevent yourself from getting blinded when you're welding. And I didn't want to risk it with one of these auto-darkening helmets. But then this company, Andeli, says, hey, do you want to try our helmet? We'll send you one for free. And I said, sure. Saving a couple bucks is worth my eyesight, right? I guess if I go blind, that'll be a fail on the part of the helmet. And if I don't go blind, then I guess it's a pass. And we'll say it's a good product. So if it is a decent product, or even if it's not, there'll be a link to it in the comments and the description if you want to get one of these future-looking welding helmets with the auto darkening from Andeli. Now let's just see if this thing blinds me, and then we'll review all the features and stuff. We'll do the exciting part first. So if this thing just makes me go blind instantly from not protecting my eyes, you won't have to watch the rest of the video, I guess. Okay, so just for fun here, and also because I'm freaked out by these auto-darkening helmets, I got the auto-darkening helmet on a GoPro. And we'll see how this works with the GoPro first. I'm going to just try to spark an arc with the old stick welder here while I'm wearing a dumb helmet. So it's going to be really hard for me to see. I might jostle the helmet. None of this might work. Let's just see what happens here. All right, here we go. With the dumb helmet, so I can't even see when I'm striking an arc. Oh yeah, I can completely not see any of this. Okay, it looks like it darkened the way it's supposed to, so I'm going to put it on and risk my eyesight here and see if this helmet works. Okay, the helmet's on. It worked. So this thing kicks in really, really fast. I was really surprised. Like before you can blink, it kicks in. So the response on this is very quick. I was very impressed by that. So it's clear when you look through it, but then when it points at like a LED light or a fluorescent light or an arc flash, it darkens. And this thing, you can affect the darkening on it. So you can tell it that you want it to go super dark, or you can twist it down to like lower for doing plasma cutting or something where you don't need quite as much darkness to protect yourself. So this is your main viewing area. You'll notice on the side there's glass as well. This is not auto darkening on the sides. So this is tinted, so it gives you a wider field of view. You don't feel as claustrophobic, but the area you're really looking through when you look at your welding is right there, and that's got that auto darkening feature on it. On the side there's another setting for just grinding mode. So if you're just using a grinder, this has a safety shield on it. So you can leave this on while you're grinding and then flip the switch over to weld mode, go over to your welding table, start welding. So it's nice to have that feature where you can switch it back and forth from just staying clear to auto darkening. And then there's a delay switch on this thing. So the delay switch tells it how fast to leave the auto darkening mode once that bright light is not sensed anymore. So if you're doing a bunch of fast pulses, maybe leave that on slower. If you're very bad at welding like I am and keep losing your arc. Otherwise, if you switch to fast, you'll instantly get a view of what you're doing to see how bad you messed it up. Again, which is always my problem. And then there's also a sensitivity here. So you can turn this sensitivity up or down depending on how sensitive you want it to be to flashes. Maybe just a brief flash, it doesn't instantly turn off, or if you accidentally look up at the lights or something, it wouldn't turn off right away. So that's what that is. On the other side, there's a couple buttons here. There's an on-off button for these LED lights. And it's going to look funny on camera because cameras don't like LEDs. But this is kind of cool. If you're working in a dark room, these, in theory, would light up what you're looking at while you're not auto-darkened. So that's kind of cool. And they have a thing on here where you can put it on like this motion sensor. I haven't figured it out or tried it out yet, but maybe we can. Where it's like you turn it on or off by waving your hand against it. I don't know how this thing works. But it is kind of cool that the button to turn on and off the light is a button on the side of your head. And over here, it's a switch to turn it on and off. So you won't accidentally reach up and turn off the auto darkening and blind yourself. So that's kind of cool. There's a little light intrusion from the side. I'm going to try turning off all the lights and just use the front lights on this thing and see if that, does something different. Okay, I know you can't see me, but I can see you. This lights on the side actually works really good for working in the dark. Like if you're out working under truck in the middle of the night, this light works really good. As far as putting it on goes, lots of straps in here. So forehead, back of the head, 2 for the top of the head. You can grip down on the back of your head with this knob. That's kind of cool. The front has a little sweatband that's replaceable. And you can also adjust the top bands. So on my head now, not too bad. It feels like a welding helmet, okay? It's not super heavy. There's adjusters on the side for how hard the retention is. You can still flip it down, but I can wiggle my head around pretty good without this thing flying off, so that's nice. And I like that you can kind of adjust it to fit your dome. And then, if you're being super safe, putting on a pair of glasses. Yep, you can wear your glasses or goggles or whatever underneath this helmet unimpeded, so I like that. So, yep, seems like a decent helmet. It feels a little big. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but I guess that's just the nature of the beast. Now, on the inside of the helmet as well, beyond the adjusters, there's a test button so you can make sure your battery's actually working, because this is battery powered for the auto darkening. And then there's a low battery warning that'll be up in your vision if you have this thing on. You'll be able to see that light telling you that your battery's low, so that's kind of a cool idea. It is a replaceable battery. It's like a watch battery that you'd use for this. Does anybody know what a watch is anymore? We'll discuss that later, but it is a little watch battery that controls that. The LEDs are rechargeable, so there's a USB on the top and a USB on the bottom. The instructions say you can use them both. I don't know why, okay? I don't know if you could use this to, maybe you could charge your phone. Hold on, let's see if I can charge my phone with it. Let's find a cord here. This will be exciting if you could use this like a battery pack. Okay. No, it's a one-way street. It won't charge your phone. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to use a battery pack on your shoulder, you could plug into the bottom. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen. So, it's in some kind of disco light mode. How do I turn this? There we go.